Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, boys and girls. Welcome back to another new lesson of distance learning program. My dear students, boys and girls, I am your mathematics instructor. My name is Sayyid Faraz Hassan, and with me I have my team, the team of subject specialists Sir Ashraf Ali and Ms. Shabana Salman. Dear students, today we will be starting a very new topic, a very interesting topic called trigonometry or trigonometry. So, before starting with our lesson, I have a small tutorial video clip for you guys. So, let's see that video lesson, then we're going to start with our. So, dear students, this is an introduction. What is trigonometry?
What does trigonometry actually mean? In Greek, this red part means triangle and the blue part means measure. Trigonometry is one of the most feared topics in mathematics, but in reality, it is extremely simple. The meaning itself is so simple. It's just the measure of all the things possible in a triangle. That's all. Let's consider a triangle ABC. Let A be the length of the side opposite angle A, and similarly, let B and C be the lengths of the sides opposite angles B and C respectively. Take a close look at the triangle. What all can we measure in this triangle? We can measure the angles, angle A, angle B, and angle C, or find the lengths of the sides, which in this case are A, B, and C. These are the only 6 things we deal with in trigonometry. 3 sides and 3 angles. Out of these 6, we are given a few, and using trigonometry, we need to find the rest. It cannot be difficult. Actually, it gets a bit simpler as trigonometry generally deals with only one kind of triangle. A right-angled triangle, which is also referred to as a right triangle. This right triangle is right-angled at this vertex. The good news is that one angle is known and only 2 remain. This one and this one. Let this angle be theta. This is the triangle we will be dealing with to cover most of our trigonometry. A triangle with an angle theta and a right angle. It doesn't have to be called theta, but that's what it is generally referred to as. But how do these kind of triangles help us in real life? How does trigonometry help us in real life? Let's say Zen wants to find the height of this tree. He has to measure this length, which is the height. One way is to make an approximate guess, but a better way to find the height is by using trigonometry. Let's assume this distance is known to us. Remember, it's always easier to find the distance or the length on the ground than finding the distance vertically. And we can find the approximate measure of this angle, which is theta. With just these 2 pieces of information, Zen can find the height of this tree. Finding the height of a tree may not sound appealing to you, but the next example surely will. This time, Zen wants to find the height of a mountain. If this distance is known and this angle is known, then the height can easily be found out. But how? That's precisely what we will try to understand in trigonometry.
So, dear students, trigonometry is all about triangles. At the initial level, we will be focusing on right angle triangles, and we will be studying about the different sides and angles of this right angle triangle, how to find them. Okay, now the 3 words sine, tan, cos. You must have seen on your calculator sin, cos, and tan. These are called trigonometrical ratios. So in our today's lesson, we will be starting a new lesson called trigonometrical ratios. This is chapter 11 of your maths book 2. All right, dear students. So our learning objective for today, By the end of this lesson, you will be able to explain what trigonometrical ratios of acute angles are. So, dear students, again, to understand this, we need to focus on right angle triangle. Now, what is a right angle triangle? A right angle triangle is that triangle that contains a right angle in it, that contains a 90-degree angle in it. Now, if we have a right angle triangle, it has three sides, so we need to know what are the official names of these three sides. So we have a right angle triangle, we have a 90-degree angle inside it called a right angle. Now the side right in front of this 90-degree angle, right opposite to 90-degree angle, is called hypotenuse. You can see a figure on the screen. Now we need to consider an acute angle inside a triangle. Now look at this. I'm drawing this right angle triangle in front of you guys. This is my 90-degree angle. The side in front of this 90-degree angle is called hypotenuse. Now, if I'm considering this acute angle, okay, acute angle theta. Now, what is theta, boys and girls? Theta is a Greek letter. It's a Greek symbol used specially for unknown angles. So, as we have other letters like alpha, beta, gamma, omega, likewise, we have another letter called theta. This is a Greek letter and we use this especially for unknown angles. So the side opposite to this angle theta, we will name as opposite side. And the third remaining side, which is right next to this acute angle theta, is called adjacent side. All right, boys and girls, if I have, now look at this another example. A 90-degree angle, the side in front of this is called hypotenuse. If I consider this angle as my acute angle, now the side in front of it is the opposite side. All right, and the third remaining side is called adjacent side. So boys and girls, hope this is clear. Now the official names of these three sides are hypotenuse, the adjacent, and the opposite side. Okay, now trigonometrical ratio. A trigonometric ratio is a ratio of length of the two sides of right angle triangle. The three basic trigonometrical ratios are sine, cosine, and tangent, which are abbreviated as, you must have seen in your on your calculators, as sin, cos, and tan. So basically, what are these? These are called ratios. The ratios of the two sides of the right angle triangle. You can see a right angle triangle here. Now the three sides are the hypotenuse, which is in front of this 90-degree angle. Now if I consider this angle A as my acute angle, so the side in front of this is called opposite side, and the side right next to this angle A is called adjacent side. So here are the three ratios. Sine A equals to the side opposite to angle A upon hypotenuse. Cos A is equals to side adjacent upon hypotenuse, and the third one is tangent A equals to side opposite upon side adjacent. Now boys and girls, how to learn these ratios? There is a technique to learn these. So what is that technique, so that we can formulate these ratios very easily? So here is the technique, boys and girls. The technique is that with the help of three magical words, or I can say three slang words, we can learn these ratios. We can formulate these ratios very easily. What are those three magical words? So again, we need to consider a right angle triangle. Here is a right angle triangle, boys and girls, a 90-degree angle. The side in front of it is called hypotenuse. If I consider as my theta as my acute angle, so the side in front of it is called opposite side, and the third remaining side is called adjacent side. Now, what are the three magical words? So the three magical words which you need to memorize are so, ka, and tua. All right, boys and girls, what are the three magical words? So, ka, tua. So, S-O-H, so, C-A-H, ka, T-O-A, tua. Now, What do we get out of these three slang words or magical words? We get the values of these trigonometrical functions like sine of angle A, sine of theta equals to something, cos of angle theta equals to something, and tangent of angle theta equals to something. Boys and girls, always remember one thing. We always apply these three functions sin, cos, tan on angles. Okay? On angles. Now in this triangle, what is that unknown angle? We will be applying this sin cos tan is this acute angle theta, unknown angle, acute angle theta. So the first ratio is sine theta equals to something. Likewise, the second ratio, cos theta equals to something. And look at the third one, tangent or tan theta equals to something. Now, what is that ratio or what is that fraction? We need to find out that. Now, consider on the word so, S-O-H. In S-O-H, S stands for sine, and O stands for opposite, and H stands for hypotenuse. So the first ratio is sine theta equals to opposite side upon hypotenuse. The second trigonometrical ratio or function is cos. So cos theta equals to A stands for adjacent, H stands for hypotenuse. So cos theta equals to adjacent upon hypotenuse. The third one, 2r. Tangent theta equals to O stands for opposite, A stands for adjacent. 2r means tangent theta equals to opposite side upon adjacent side. All right, boys and girls. So with the help of these three magical words, we have formulated the three ratios. Sine theta equals to opposite upon hypotenuse. Cos theta equals to adjacent upon hypotenuse. And 2a, tangent theta equals to opposite upon adjacent. All right, boys and girls, I hope this makes sense to you guys. So dear students, now we are starting the very first exercise of this chapter, exercise 11a. Again, this is from your maths book 2. Now, question number 1. For each of the following right angle triangles, name the hypotenuse, the side opposite to angle A, and the side adjacent to angle A. Now, boys and girls, they have given us two figures as part A and part B. And what are they asking us? They're asking us to label the three sides with these names: hypotenuse, opposite, and adjacent. So if I consider this first triangle PQR, I can see there is a right angle R. Now the side in front of this right angle is called hypotenuse. If I consider this acute angle A, now the side in front of this acute angle A is called opposite side. And the remaining side that is right next to acute angle A is called adjacent side. All right, boys and girls, now consider figure B. Now the name of the figure is XYZ. We can see there is a 90-degree angle, angle Z into it. So the side in front of this angle Z is called hypotenuse. The side in front of this angle A is called opposite side. And the third remaining side is called adjacent side. So boys and girls, what we have learned in this question, we have learned how to name the three sides of right angle triangle. Okay, move on to the next question. For each of the following right angle triangles, state the value of sine A, cos A, tangent A, then sine B, cos B, and tangent B. So right now, I can see there is a figure given to us, triangle ABC, and they're asking us to find the values for, find the trigonometrical ratios for sine A, cos A, tangent A. Now, boys and girls, I am considering angle A now. This is my angle A. This is my acute angle A. So the first thing, I will be naming the three sides. The side in front of this 90-degree angle is called hypotenuse, that is equals to 13 centimeter. The side in front of this angle A is opposite, and that is equals to 5 centimeters, and the remaining side, the side right next to angle A, is this adjacent side. All right, dear students, and that is equals to 12 centimeters. So what am I doing? I'm finding the value for sine A. Remember, how do we find the values? By using the three magical words so, ka, and tua. All right, consider the first word so. So means sine of the angle, acute angle, equals to opposite upon hypotenuse. So this is equals to opposite upon hypotenuse. So if you look in the figure, the opposite side is 5 and hypotenuse is 13. The first answer is 5 upon 13. Moving on to part 2, boys and girls, it's cos A. So what we have learned about cos, boys and girls, we have learned ka. Ka means adjacent upon hypotenuse. So adjacent upon hypotenuse. So if you look in the figure, you see that the adjacent value is 12 and the hypotenuse value is 13. So it's 12 upon 13. That's answer of part 2. Likewise, we have part 3, and that is tangent A. Now, what we have learned about tangent, boys and girls, we have learned tua. Tua means tangent A equals to opposite upon adjacent, equals to opposite upon adjacent. Now, what is opposite? The opposite value in front of this angle A is 5. I'm considering this triangle ABC, and the adjacent value is 12. So it's 5 upon 12. That's the answer of part 3. So boys and girls, for the other three remaining parts, part 4, part 5, part C, we need to consider angle B. So if I try to draw this figure once again over here, here is my figure. This is a 90-degree angle. This is A, this is B, and this is C. Now for the three remaining parts, part 4, part 5, part C, I need to consider this angle B now. Okay, so now if I'm considering this angle B, the side in front of this angle B is the opposite side. That is already given to us as 12 centimeters. Side AB is in front of this 90-degree angle is hypotenuse, and we can see the value is given to us as 13 centimeters, boys and girls. And the side BC is adjacent side, and the value of this is also given to us as 5 centimeters. So boys and girls, part 4, sine B equals to, what we have learned about sine, we have used the word so. So means opposite upon hypotenuse. So if I consider this triangle now, considering angle B as my acute angle, opposite is 12 and hypotenuse is 13. So this is equals to 12 upon 13. That's my answer of part 4. Considering part 5, cos B. So dear student, cos B, we will be using the word ka, means adjacent upon hypotenuse. Adjacent is 5, hypotenuse is 13, so it's 5 upon 13. That's the answer of part 5. Now part 6. Part 6 is tangent B or tan B. Consider angle B. Tangent equals to TOA. TOA, opposite upon adjacent. Opposite is 12 and adjacent is 5. It's 12 upon 5. So dear students, I hope your concept is all clear about right angle triangle. What are the names of the three sides and how do we name them? By considering acute angle A or B. At a time, you will only consider one acute angle. That's why I've drawn the figure 2 times, right? So what did we learn today, boys and girls? We have learned about trigonometry. What it is, trigonometry is the study about triangles, studying about the three sides and the three angles of right angle triangles. So what are trigonometrical ratios? Trigonometrical ratios are sin, cos, tan. The big words are sine, cosine, and tangent. What are these? These are the ratios of the sides of right angle triangles. And how do we recognize them? How do we learn about the different ratios? How can we formulate these ratios by the three slang words so, ka, and tua? All right, boys and girls. So we get the different ratios easily by just memorizing these three slang words so, ka, tua. So, dear students, thank you so much. Um Always be thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for all his blessings. Alhamdulillah. And again, there is a pro tip. Attempt the homework right after this lesson for a better understanding. I'm sure each of your respective subject teacher, the maths teacher in your respective school, she's giving you homework accordingly. So make sure you do the homework right after the video lesson and leave a response and have a nice day. So we'll meet again tomorrow. Take a good care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.